is up, everybody? Welcome back. Australia just hit another wave of COVID attack and we are currently in lockdown once again. So I just want to use this time to show you guys my desk setup and hopefully it will give you some motivation as well as innovation for your own. I think this is an interesting one because as you can see by the title, this desk setup contains electronic devices that are not facing a wall. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. First of all, let's discuss the positive and negative of a setup that is not facing a wall. In my opinion, this desk setup gives you a spacious and a sense of liberty to spur your innovations and potentially increase your productivity level. For my setup, what is better than looking out in a spacious atmosphere with bright and refreshing sunlight coming from those enormous windows? Can you guys imagine that? That's actually a no-brainer. Not working in a cramped, almost unbreathable environment of the setup facing the wall will significantly refine your state of mind, which help you work so much better. That is the very distinctive benefit of having a setup that is not facing a wall, which give you a sense of liberty, hence boosting your productivity level. However, the emblematic drawback of not facing the wall is cable management. I know we all have distress whenever witnessing a bad and messy cable management. As much as working without facing a wall can boost your performance, bad cable management can drag your mood down dramatically, right? Nevertheless, I think I have done a decent job managing that mess. Just observe and comment down below how you think I did with it. To power everything is the cable hub with a visible single cable running from the power source. It's hidden under the black bookstore, very classic and can almost blend in with every theme. There is in fact two cables running up which power the monitor and laptop, but from the eyesight level and distance, it isn't really visible unless you stare at it. I am so thankful that this desk has a little storage underneath, which is the core to success of hiding my cables. Even if you don't have this, you can also get a table rack or just simply tape it all up. Speaking about the desk, this is an unknown desk from my auntie, but I can assume that it was worth a fair amount of money. The base is absolutely rigid, and just admire those golden wavy pattern. Seems like a very antique piece of furniture from the Roman period or something. For the top surface, the minimalist and ingenious pattern that evokes a sense of luxuriousess without anything so obtrusive. I have an Alienware M15R3 laptop which is powering the Dell 27-inch gaming monitor S2721DGF. That beast of a combo satisfies all my needs from intensive gaming and video editing to as light as schoolwork and consuming media. For the Alienware M15R3, it is running the Core i7 10th Gen 16GB of RAM, 1TB storage, and a decent RTX 2070 Super GPU. For this much power and vapor chamber cooling system, I can crush through games like Battlefield 4 and Genshin Impact with the machine staying decently cool. The S2721DGF monitor, which I will review very soon, so subscribe and stay tuned. Make it short, I think this monitor is very good. The colors are vibrant and a nice 1440p display allowing me to multitask without pixelation. Furthermore, 144Hz HDMI connection facilitates smooth gameplay and a very pleasant experience overall. But the real reason why I chose this monitor is because of the aesthetic. The shape of the base has a spaceship vibe to it and the stands were pretty sturdy. But what is most important is the design. The dark grey color can blend with almost every setup and looks prestigious. RGB stripes create a bucket shape which only has the color blue, but it shines decently enough even in a bright environment, flexing on people passing by. I think I just have a little sense of materialism and recognition. The Dell reflective logo is actually a rainbow color which adds extra spices. For peripherals, I am currently using the MSI GK30 Vigor paired with the Alienware 610M wireless mouse and the Alienware extra large mousepad. I am considering to switch to a more office-like wireless keyboard such as the MX keys or the G915. But at the end of the day, I talked to myself and asked whether it was worth it to get a $150 keyboard just to get the wireless experience. Furthermore, the MSI keyboard still works perfectly fine with the addition of the RGB lighting, so my answer is clearly a no. For the stuff on my desk, you can see the things are concentrated to my right, the red and white rows or flowers contrasting each other, which acts like an accentuated point of the desk, make it pop out more and looks less dull. White pen storage, which has very ingenious pattern in front and back with a mirror behind, looks super meticulous. I have some pens, highlighters, and some dongles in it. A tissue box also has to match with a white aesthetic too, and a bottle of hand sanitizer which smells really good. Let's be real here, most of us don't like eating in the kitchen, right? Next we have the thirst-free setup, which includes a water kettle, 2 ceramic cups sitting on top of a kind of gold or copper-like color. The plate is plastic though. It looks really good and functional, so I don't really have a problem with it. So that's pretty much it of what's on the desk, and let's move on to the furnitures. For the chair, I don't have anything crazy like the Herman Miller Embody or some super expensive chair. I'm just trying to be stingy on this. This is the $80 office chair, which looks alright, but when you sit on an extended period of time, back pain and butt pain really start to knock your body off. To solve it, I add on a cushioned backrest for my mom's gaming chair and a pad to ease up the pain. However, I find myself standing all the time when having back pain. Hey! You see this right here? Just a laptop holder, but it's probably one of my best purchases I've made because it has a 3-in-1 function, and let me tell you why. I use it to raise the keyboard and mouse when I am in a standing position to compensate for not having an electronic raising table. Furthermore, it can be used as a book or iPad holder, which I think is a huge benefit for students, especially like me when you're trying to take notes of something. And lastly, it can be used for lying on bed while using a laptop or an iPad with 5 modes of elevation. I think it can get up to 80 degrees angle, which is pretty significant and flexible. Next up is the speakers. Those are the Sony Shake 5 models from 2013. I know it's nearly 8 years old now, but believe me, the sound is still very clear and with a decent good bass. It also has some light to it and comes in 2 units, which I think is pretty cool. I control it via the remote right here and use the speakers almost every day to have a pleasant music consuming experience. On top of the speakers is where I display cute small plants which add some green to the space. My favorite is this little cactus right here, and those are actually a gift from my mom's friend. The tallest one? It's fake, and it's also stupidly $89. On the corner of the display is my sister's muscular body men clay artwork. I think she's obsessed with muscular body. Hey! I also have a cloth underneath which I think looks so much better compared to nothing. On the right of the desk, I have a chair. Not for seating though. It's a display unit. 2 poles holding up the flower pot and a lamp. Those poles match the theme of this setup incredibly well. From a primary milky color, and the dust gold pattern is on point, which matches with my desk. Even the flower pot and the lamp match, right? Those roses are obviously fake. I really like this lamp because it has a diffuser layer up there to reduce the intense glare of the light bulb. The chair I put there so it can create a stare effect from high to low, but it also blends in very well because they are the same furniture set. Moving on, we have the black shelves. I think it looks kinda out of place, to be honest. My mom just placed it there, and I think it really hurts the aesthetic a lot. At least the shelves are functional though. We used it to mainly store stationeries or office supplies and some documents. But when I am filming YouTube videos, I usually cover them up with boxes to hide some of that mess. At the back is my secondary light source, and it's also one of the doors to enter the backyard. This is actually not a reliable light source, even in the morning, so I tend to find myself turning the lamp to make my space brighter. The curtain is like a stylistic dress that hides the plainness of the windows and door frame. This also helps the 2000s window design to blend in more with the overall modern aesthetic and design of the space. Right close to it, we have another pole displaying the bronze elephant clock. Similar to the other two, but this pole just has a smaller form factor. Did you know that an elephant with the trunk pointing up brings you luck? So I guess it's just lucky stuff. The reason I put the elephant there is because it somewhat matches the color of the wooden window frame, creating a little antique vibe at the back there. Lastly, the carpet. The milky color on it also matches the setup decently well, with the flowers pattern using very subtle color, not creating such an obtrusive feeling and hide dust. Last word in this video, I just want to express the thankfulness to my auntie who designed this house and bought all of these prestigious and amazing furnitures. She is always a designer mage. All of her houses that she designed are just on point and really look so